Okay, everybody! Hello and welcome to Pow Pow Pew Pew Games! I'm going to get you through this level 1, Undermined of the Incredibles. And this is a basic walkthrough, so we're not going to be doing any of the free play, mini kits, anything like that. So this first level is basically going to teach you about how to do certain combat moves with the certain characters. And I am playing on Xbox One. But if you're playing on PS4, it shouldn't really matter. It's going to show you in the lower left corner of the screen which buttons to push and with which character they're asking you to do it. So, yeah. That was the third miner. We had to throw 3 miners. And you're going to switch over to Elastigirl. And there we go. Yeah, so they want you to perform some air attacks with Elastigirl. Now, personally, I don't really like the combat skills of Elastigirl. I don't know why. I just don't. I'm sorry. My favorite characters within the Power family for combat, honestly, is, of course, Mr. Incredible. He does everything. You don't have to worry about him in combat. But the other character I like for combat is Jack-Jack. Jack-Jack's combat skills are pretty good. So, but he is short, so sometimes there is a little bit of trouble there. But it's impressive for the little guy. But the others, like Dash actually moves a little too fast with the enemies. So I miss the punches a lot. And then I get my butt whooped. So my choices would be Mr. Incredible #1 and then Jack-Jack. Outside of the Park family, there's multiple ones. Frozone's pretty good. So you can go with him as well. So there we go. We learned all the moves. And here comes one of my favorite characters. Here we go. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I don't want to wait anymore. Come on. Yay, Frozen. So in free play mode, my 2 favorite characters to play with are actually Frozone and Splashdown. Frozone's really fast with the skating and stuff like that, and Splashdown has amazing abilities. So he can not only fly, but he can also dive underwater. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, for Frozone, see those little flurries, snow flurries? You want to make sure that when you hold down B to activate his cursor, you need to put that cursor over those snowflake flurries until it kind of locks, and then move the thumbstick into the direction it wants you to. Because you can't just automatically put the cursor wherever you want, and it won't work. You won't freeze it. So you kind of have to place it over those snowflake flurries first. And that's why I like Mr. Incredible. See, if you get him at a running start, he just plows through everything, and he automatically collects the studs. So I really like that. I like it a lot. Ooh, and these miners can be a pain in the kartushkis because they just keep popping up everywhere. Okay, now with this, we're going to use Elastigirl. We're going to use her stretching abilities. She's going to go through that little doorway right there. Now, about Elastigirl and the ability to stretch and go through those little vents. Right here doesn't really show it, but like she's kind of going in through the right, and in here you continue to the right, obviously. But in other levels, I think there's one part where she goes through a vent towards the left. And now I made the mistake of just continuously, because I know she's going to come over on the other side, continuously holding my left thumbstick to the left, when in fact it switched over into the other room and she was coming out from the left, and you had to push her to the right. And it kind of messed me up, because I just kept holding the thumbstick down, and so she would go to she'd go enter through the left, towards the left, but then I ended up backing her back out because you actually had to switch directions. So when you're using Elastigirl with the vents, you know, use the thumbstick to get her into the vent and then let go of the thumbstick, and then wait until it switches her into the other room on the other side. That way you know which direction to push her. Oh, here we go. Okay. And this next part, we're going to be introduced to Incredibricks and the family build platforms.
Yep, all good, sweetie. just a little stuck, and you'll
Yeah, just slightly stuck.
You mean after we save the citizens, right?
Yes.
I'll just hang out here. You guys will have to
So with
work
this,
together,
we're
though.
going to be using, again, Frozone, but we're also going to be using Violet and Dash. So to unlock the family build platform, in order to use it, we have to collect so many Incredibricks. And in this level, we have to collect 4. So we get one after saving each citizen, which there are 3, and then there's an extra one.
What a mess.
So right here, for the first one, you actually need to switch over to Violet, and you're going to bring up her protective bubble, and then you're going to hit Y and switch over to Dash. When you do that, you're going to take Dash and go towards Violet and hit Y again to get Dash to jump into the protective orb with her.
Ew, this stuff smells like your room.
See, there we go. Switch over to Dash.
No, wait.
There's a fly by me. If the microphone picks it up, it's going to be hilarious. There we go. And then we're going to use Dash for this part. I love it when he uses these. I want this to be a ride. Like a real ride. That'd be fun. Yay, we saved Grandma!
Those bricks to
Now she can go home and bake us some cookies.
citizens first.
The citizens.
Man,
first,
cookies are making me hungry.
You sure you're good?
The same cookies. Okay, here we go, something new. There's our first Incredibrick. So we're gonna grab that. And those sparkly purple objects, that is for Violet. So you want to smash them up. See here, I was trying to see how well Dash smashes things up. He's okay. But not as effective as Mr. Incredible or Frozone. But after it's all smashed up, you're going to switch over to Violet and bring up her protective bubble again. And they're going to run her over all of those purple pieces and gather them up. And then end up rolling right over that little purple target on the floor. And hold B so she can do her build thing. Build it, girl.
From out of state. Thanks for saving me. I thought I was a goner.
And it's funny because she's gonna build this like flower, and the citizen has to fall on it. And I'm thinking, well, I wouldn't want to fall on something that looks like glass, but okay.
Dirt on my super suit.
We get dirt on my super suit. There we go. There's the second Incredibrick. We're gonna fight some more miners. Silly miners. Dynamites for kids. No, it's not. No, it's not. That was bad. There we go.
Get off our widow!
Alright. I was thinking earlier, I was like, why didn't that guy get out of his car before that happens? That's his fault.
Enjoy the ride.
Here we go. Rude. Rude.
Frozone.
Again, put his cursor over that flurry spot.
Way back.
There you go. And it'll kind of lock in place. And then you can move the
Always have
thumbstick
to
in the
help. Get
direction.
somewhere safe.
Dad, we got another one.
That would be fun though, an ice slide. I would love that. Okay, there's our third Incredibrick. He looks like Clark Kent. Huh. I wonder if he's kind of supposed to be.
I got this.
Alright, here we go. Ugh. I'm getting hungry. What time is it? Oh, it's getting near lunch.
Just one more before we can build.
Alright.
Yeah, but we can't climb up there, so you're gonna have to
Yeah, it is.
us, Dad.
Yep, we're gonna switch to Mr. Incredible and throw one of the characters up there. Of course, after we destroy these miners, after we pow pow into their heads. Pow pow, pow pow.
Okay, that's the last one.
Yep.
We're
Now you
ready.
can use any character throw. It doesn't really matter. And again, it's showing in the lower left corner how to do that. Go up to somebody, hit B, or pick them up, and then X to throw in the direction. Okay, that's our fourth Incredibrick. See, so now we've unlocked the family build platform, the first one. So what you're gonna do, and this is very important, switch over to a very fast character such as Dash. He's my first preference, because it's gonna matter a lot at the end of this when you complete this portal. So you're gonna hit B continuously until you fill each one's meter, and just keep going back down the line to keep filling them up, filling them up, filling them up, until it completes it. See? Now dash is depleted. Keep filling it up. Just go down the line. Now, this is why you want dash or somebody with a lot of speed. Because after
Time
it
for a little DIY.
does this, after it completes, in a second, it's going to drop some nice purple and blue studs. But they do not stick around very long. Not like the other studs in the game. So you're going to need somebody quick to scoop them up. See? Look at that. Oh, God, that's so nice. It's beautiful. Actually, I think ended up forgetting a purple stud to the left of those flowers.
Okay.
Maybe I got it, I don't know. But that's why. Those studs that drop after those platforms, they don't stick around like normal studs. Just keep that in mind. I know I said it before, but seriously, they go away after I got those studs. They would have disappeared like maybe 1 second later.
For City Hall.
So we go. We're gonna finish up this little mid-level part, and we're gonna end up going inside of the machine. Jack's. He sounds so cute.
The Roman Republic again. This is our chance.
He sounds so cute. And I thought, wow, they're gonna bring the baby in there. He doesn't have his powers at that point.
Come on. The engine
But they
goes
don't.
This way.
They give him the Frozone.
Don't wander off.
Alright, we're coming up on the last part of this level. Here we go. And for a lot of this, you're going to be using Elastigirl. At least this first part.
Quick, get over here.
Yes, you need to get your family across there. I hate it when I'm going down or up a ladder and there's other characters involved and they get in my way. I'm like, God, please just move.
Losing patience with these
And I don't actually recommend. I mean, you could use
days.
dash to go across these kind of things, but that makes me nervous because he moves so fast. But it doesn't really matter. See, I don't really like his combat skills because he moves so fast that I miss the hits. But in terms of breaking up Lego objects to collect studs, Mr. Incredible is the best because you get him at a running start and he automatically smashes everything and collects the studs. Dash is really good about smashing Lego objects as well. Excellent at it, just not as great as in the combat, the pow pow.
Throwing more coal in there, or you'll overheat.
Oh, there's a blue stud hiding behind there.
That stuff goes
And that
crazy.
super attack is amazing to smash stuff up as well. It's great.
Quit making me learn stuff.
Okay, here we go. Now what we're going to need to do is basically overheat those machines.
We can overheat the engine.
Okay, let's find some extra coal and drop it in.
That's right. Drop it like it's hot. drop it like it's
Get
hot.
that card on the elevator.
Careful, all this machinery looks pretty dangerous.
Yes, it is dangerous. But you guys are incredible.
Violet, we need to power the elevator.
I'm on it, Mom.
So here we go. First, we're gonna use Mr. Incredible to rebuild that minecart, and we're gonna push it all the way back in the background there onto the elevator. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Here we go. And then you're gonna switch over to Violet, and you're gonna team up Violet and Dash in her little protective orb, bubble, whatever. Because we need Dash's power to power that elevator up and rise it to the top. So again, if you don't remember how to do that, hold B, switch to Violet, hold B until she brings up her protective orb, then hit Y to switch over to Dash, and then when you're at control of Dash, go over to Violet and hit Y to jump in there with her. And now we need Mr. Incredible to throw someone up to that ledge. And when you get up there, you're going to have to fight some miners, so whoever you prefer to do combat. Here we go. Woo! And it automatically switches you over to that character that he throws, which is nice. Because in some other LEGO games, when there was anything that had to quickly switch over to character, it didn't automatically switch you. Over there, you had to hit Y. Get him, girl. Get him, girlfriend. There you go. Okay, push it. Oh, we can't push it. That's right, because it's stuck. So So we need to do a little build here.
Need to pull that coolant
Build
down.
a little machine lever with a lever. And we're gonna turn that lever. Woo! There we go. Yes, they did it. But there's a cooling system. Oh no. Yep, it's overheating. But not to the point they need because of that cooling system. So they're gonna have to take care of that. For that, you're gonna need Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl.
Close to City Hall.
Don't worry, Dad.
I was looking at this, I'm like, why would you just stand there when a big platform is about to fall on your head?
Let me get that. Then you can climb up the coolant.
So yeah, take care of these miners right here. I think more show up. There we go. Make our way over. Come on. Come on. Do it. Oh yeah, more did show up. That sucks. Oh. And I hate it when they'll start dropping bombs too. There are some that'll just drop bombs and throw them at you, and I hate that. Because they're on a tiny little timer. Go, lift it, lift it. And switch over to Elastigirl. Here we go. Get her up there, and we're gonna go through a couple of twisty ties. Meow.
Dad, quick, toilet. You're the only one.
And just gonna pull, girl, pull it. There we go. And now we need Mr. Incredible again. With his incredible strength. Not Dash. Mr. Incredible. There we go. Come on. Oh, those miners. Yes. Super attack. Please. Thank you.
We did it!
Yeah, we did. Because we're awesome. No, I'm sorry. The Incredible. We're incredible.
Something else happened today. With a kid and my mask.
Please. He knows who you were. There we
What
go.
did we do?
Alright. Yep, so that completes level 1 of Lego The Incredibles Undermined. And yeah, that's a good idea. Have the baby right in front of that thing. Smart move. Jack. But yep, there we go. So I hope that helped you get through the level. And if you liked my video, please hit like and subscribe. If you didn't like my video, please hit like and subscribe anyway. And I'll see you in the next video for level 2.